With Season 2 of Main City, Crypto.com announced a new land sale, including also a Lion airdrop. And even more exciting, this new land will come with a boatload of new features. So, what do we know so far? Well guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and this video is sponsored by Moonlander, one of the fastest platforms to do leverage trading on the Kronos chain, but more about that later. First, I want to talk about the recent announcement by Crypto.com talking about the second land NFT collection called the Crypto.com Land Fractured Fate here. And this is quite interesting because it will do a few things that we haven't seen so far. For example, new regions, there will be new NFT designs, there will be 25,000 plots for sale, and people getting into the land will get a Lion token airdrop. So a lot of information, but again, the devil is in the details. So let's scroll down a bit and all the links will be in the description down below. But let's go into the depths here in this article. As you will see here, land sale is coming already in April 2025. We don't have a definitive date yet for the land sale, but once we do, I will make sure to update you guys. So don't forget to hit the like button and strap in for more. But we do have a lot of different details here in this article about the land, but also about updates to Main City. And for anyone that doesn't know what Main City is, well, Main City is this game here, which is built within the Loaded Line universe. And what you can do in this game is build businesses and upgrade them to get more revenue. And the more revenue you get, the more you can also decorate your in-game mansion. For example, here you can see my common area with a cozy couch, a bit of fire, and a lot more here, with of course the piano as well. Anyways, the game is still relatively niche, but they're actually introducing a lot more features, which we're going to talk about in this article. The new season is a lot more story driven. That's also why they introduced the land sale with a bit of information about discovering uncharted territories. And those, of course, are the new lands you can buy with the Fractured Fate collection. So the Fractured Fate collection is not the first one. So we had the first NFT collection called the First Frontier back in December 2022. And back then we had 5 different NFTs. We got the simple one called the Crimson Dunes, but we also had the blockchain, which is the most expensive one, but also the most rare one. And the higher the NFT tier, the less supply is available. So also back then there were 25,000 lands. So with this new NFT collection, we'll double basically the total land amount. Anyway, so this new collection does unlock the uncharted reaches of the world and mysteries of a Loaded Line and Main City beyond the First Frontier. That's also why in this collection, we're gonna have a few more regions. So we have the 5 existing ones, but then also we will have 2 more secret regions, which will be the primordial lands. In the graphic to the left of me, we do get a bit more details about the land supply as well, because not only do we get 2 more regions here with the secret regions, also the original regions are shaken up quite a bit, because we keep here these different rarity types. We've got starter, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. But previously, if you had a starter NFT, you were guaranteed to be in the Crimson regions. However, with the new land supply, you can also get a starter NFT within, for example, the block Nexus. And previously, guys, that was the most rare one available. So that might be confusing a bit to current players, but I think also for future players, it is actually a nice shake up here that you can also have multiple tiers within the same region. Anyways, I kind of like it, but I'm hoping to get a primordial myself because definitely these will be the most exciting. Let's read on though a bit more about the in-game benefits and utilities after a quick word from our sponsor. No matter if you're a serious trader or just a true degen, Moonlander is the platform for you. You can go long or you can go short directly on Moonlander with crazy amounts of leverage, up to 1000x on certain pairs. And in my experience, all the executions like this one over here went super fast and also quite cheap directly on the Kronos chain. Check out Moonlander now in the description down below. Let's go back though to the in-game benefits and utilities of the new NFT lands, because I also skipped to talk about the new land traits for monsters, resources, and size. and this will be tied again to those land rarities. So if you've got an epic land, you probably will mine more resources than if you just have a starter NFT. But how can we actually utilize these new traits in the game? Well, with the NFTs, there will come several in-game benefits, including additional diamond production, the ability to create guilds, explore lands, and also fight monsters. So again, guys, if you got like an epic land, I guess you can fight multiple monsters in comparison to, for example, that starter land again. But this is new. We don't have any exploration yet, or we don't have any monster fighting. And also, we have nothing really for community. So creating guilds, super fancy. We can learn more also down below. So with the new land, we can actually mine more additional diamonds. And the higher rarity, again, like the higher the rewards will be. For anyone not playing Main City, diamonds are the most rare resource in the game, and typically also the bottleneck for upgrades. So you really want a high diamond production. And you can also buy diamonds if you have a few short, but those will cost you vouchers. And how can you get vouchers? Well, you can win those in tournaments, but otherwise you have to buy them with CRO. So of course, guys, you don't want to spend a lot of CRO, so you want to produce more diamonds, and therefore you do need those land NFTs. Moreover, what's new is the region-based strategy for the game, because each region will have diminishing returns for diamond production. Previously, it was so that if you had more NFTs, you also created more diamonds. But now, with this update, you'll have to take a look where your NFTs are, because if all your NFTs are within the Crimson Reaches, you will earn a lot less diamonds than if you have a few here in the Crimson Reaches, and a few here maybe in the Sapphire, and a few here in the Molten Forge, etc, etc, etc. So that will create probably also more demand for different regions within the NFT store. So interesting, guys. I think that's good for the game. That's not the only thing though, because we also have the Main City world map, which we haven't got yet. So what will happen is that each Fractured Fate NFT will unlock a Main City world map for users in the game. And there you can see that all those NFT lands will be divided into the 7 respective regions. And also each region will feature its own arid plain land. So those arid plains are basically the free lands that don't have any NFTs, which will also though boost diamond production after holding a Fractured Fate NFT. So very interesting. I think we can finally see where our land is and also who our neighbors are. We can also see something similar in different NFT games, so I'm excited for this. Finally, we also do have the guild creation and expeditions coming in the next half of 2025. So each Fractured Fate NFT enables users to form guilds with other players, but also explore unknown lands and fight off monsters together. Each guild will be required to gather their own resources and rewards through cooperative play and strategic exploration. I think we do see there's a lot more mobile games, but yeah, I'm excited to see how this will work. This will come later though, so not directly with the land NFTs. For anyone looking for a future guild, we will be creating one here on the channel, so don't forget to strap in and join our Discord so we actually can explore a bit more once we get more information. But anyways, I want to continue also a bit more with the article, because I've seen a few people also angry with the news of additional supply, because there has been about 25,000 NFTs available, and now we're going to double that amount. So the original owners, they're getting screwed a bit, but not entirely, and let me explain. When Crypto.com launched the first collection, it was called the First Frontier for a reason, because more was to follow as the game was progressing. That's also what they do mention here in the vision for the Loaded Lions, because they still think about scarcity as well. So let's read it together here. The Loaded Lion project rapidly rises as a premier entertaining IP through the Crypto.com Land collection. With integrated storytelling across NFTs, games, and community building, so also they do mention games, multiple games, this immersive world is designed with a maximum of 100,000 plots. To ensure digital scarcity and welcome new members to the Pride, future land issuance will only occur after the number of players exceeds 5 times the current land circulating supply, meaning that future land sales will only occur after we have 250,000 players that are on board. So there we have it, a max supply of 100,000 NFTs in the Main City game, and only will get a new sale once we reach the 250,000 player threshold. That does make me wonder though, how many active players do we currently have for the main city game? I do hope they share some numbers in the future, but okay, so far we don't know much about it. Anyways, that was all about the benefits, about the supply, but I think we haven't talked about the elephant in the room, and which is I think the bonus here, which is the loaded lion airdrop for land holders. So the icing on the cake is that holders of the Crypto.com Land Fractured Fate NFTs will be eligible to receive an airdrop of the lion token. The snapshot date will be revealed after we get the land sale conclusion. I'm quite excited about this airdrop as well, because the lion token, as you can see here on the chart, has been performing absolutely crazy. Currently talking about a fully diluted value of 2.3 billion US dollars. And I think the ceiling for Lion token is a lot higher than where we currently are. So things are looking good for the Lion token and for anyone holding on to the NFT lands. Because I need to remind you that I hold a Lion NFT, so the original Lion NFT, and I got my Lion worth of Lion token just thanks to the airdrop I got on the platform. So thanks for that, Loaded Lion community, and I'm looking forward to how much Lion token we will receive with this land sale as well. If you got excited about this land sale and want to get in yourself as well, you must know it's all being done here on the Crypto.com/NFT platform, where you, for example, can also find the Crypto.com land for the first frontier. But this will be done in a drop, so you need to sign up first, sign up to the platform, and a link will be again in the description down below. Then you have to also take a look at the drops that are happening, and I will make sure to update you guys when we know more. But these drops can sell out. That's also why the drop, people that want to get into the drop, they also need to have an allow list position. So for example, you need to own a loaded lion NFT to get like an allow list position, or you need to be partnering up with one of the other partners of Crypto.com/NFT. For example, we do have the Mary NFT, we do have the Crazy Monsters, but we also do have Wolf Swaps. The last few NFT drops I experienced are kind of like a Taylor Swift concert. Tickets will be sold out within only a few minutes, and the system is sometimes quite wonky as well, so bear with it. I probably will be live streaming that though, so don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. But if you have any more questions about the Lion token, don't forget to ask me down below in the comments. And also I do have here the roadmap as well for the Lion project if you want to learn more about the future of Lion as well.